Hey guys, what's up? It's Nate. If you saw the intro that I posted about this video, you will know what this video is all about. So go back and watch the intro. But anyway, it's going to be about singleness and my perspective of why I think it may be the church's fault and why you as a single believer should not be ashamed of your singleness. Embrace it. Love it. Just enjoy it. Yeah, sorry. I look like a ruffian. Generally, today will be my barber day, but I got a wedding at the end of the week in Phoenix and I'm not about to pay that man twice. So I'm gonna look like this for the rest of the week until it's time to go to this wedding. But anywho, I digress. I got about 5 minutes. I have my handy dandy, what do you call this thing? A remote control for the timer. And I've got my handy dandy notebook so I don't get lost. And I know I've already started my time, but let's start the 5 minutes now. All right, so why I think singleness may possibly be the church's fault. First of all, the church has been treating singleness, leaders in the church, not all churches, I'm not saying all churches, but there are some churches that basically you hear all the jokes and the ha-has and the kikis but they basically treat singleness like it's the new leprosy. And so what happens is you got all these single people trying to get cured. That's what they're doing. They out here trying to get cured because you have made them feel like a leper. You're telling your married people not to hang out with the single people. Like it's contagious or something. It's not really contagious. Like it's not that bad a thing. Singleness is a time to be enjoyed, as we hear in the Bible. Also, let's see. With that being said, everything, primarily, for the most part, everything the church teaches about singleness was taught to them by who? Oh, that's right. Paul, who used to be Saul, who is a single man, if I'm not mistaken, because you're taking most of that from 1 Corinthians chapter 7, right? And he's saying, hey, for unmarried and for widows, and you guys be like me, remain like me, single. That's what Paul said. I'm just saying. A single man taught you how to be married? Like you telling everybody how to run their marriage based off what a single man told you. Just my thoughts, okay? But anyway, moving on to the second point. As a believer, as a Christian, you want me to be Christ-like. Can you please tell me what Christ's name, his wife's name was? Please. Explain to me what Jesus' wife's name was. Oh, that's right. Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He was single. Oh, so why are you pressing me? First of all, why are you pressing me to be married when the man you encouraging me to follow, the deity in flesh form you are encouraging me to follow, was single? I also got thoughts about that because let me see. One, first of all, perhaps that's why God took him up out of here at about 32, 33, because he knew that's probably the cutoff for you being single. So I'm gonna tell you now, I'm 37, so I understand. The struggle becomes even harder the older you get. So maybe God knew about 33, 32 was probably the cutoff. So he got him up out of here. Don't write me about that. It's not blasphemy. It's just my thoughts. Also, that's probably why his ministry, I mean, you think about today and how thirsty people are, that's probably why his ministry was undergirded and underwritten by mostly women. He was a single man. Hey, they was trying to holler. They was hoping maybe, just maybe, Jesus. Anyway, continue on. The moral of the story, you want to stay holy, stay single. I'm telling you, you should not be ashamed of your singleness. And I got one more point. I would say, Paul, when he's talking about marriage and he tells him to be like him, he says, I have this self-control. And then he says, this self-control is a gift of God. Like the self-control that allows me to remain single is a gift of God. Like, so he follows that up with saying, hey, if you don't have the self-control, you probably need to get married. So I'm gonna tell you right now, for those of you who know me, you can rest assured that I must be married at some point because I ain't got all the self-control that Paul had. I mean, Jesus himself, if you go back to Matthew 19, they're talking about divorce and the disciples are like, it sounds like you're saying marriage is a problem. And they say, well, perhaps we should stay married, Jesus. And he tells them in verse 11, again, Matthew 19, verse 11, he says, hey, it's only those who have been given the capacity by God to receive the fact that they are supposed to remain single the rest of their life. Well, I'm telling you right now, I ain't got that capacity. I don't fully have that gift. And so perhaps my wife is the delivery woman and she's supposed to deliver that gift because I ain't got it right now. But I'm just telling you, listen, my whole point is you shouldn't be ashamed of your singleness. Singleness is a gift. embrace it. Don't let the church and all the jokes and everything you hear about, oh, you need to hurry up and get married. When you going to get married? When you going to find somebody? When you going to... Just a good go-to now is, can you tell me what Jesus' spouse's name was? That should shut most believers up. Because Jesus was single. And he lived a great life as a single man. Paul comes back, teaches the whole church about marriage. But he was a single man. Now, I have my beliefs about what happened to his wife. Perhaps she became a Christian before he did. You know, with Paul, when he was Saul, you know, he was doing the Christians. So maybe his wife became a Christian first. Anyway, that's not blasphemy either. Again, just my thoughts. But the whole point of this thing is just to tell you, in my last 14 seconds, is just embrace your singleness. Love it. As a believer, it is definitely a gift. It is a time to just spend time with you and with God. That's it. That's all I got. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm out.